Who?
Vice Squad, dear. It's a punk rock band.
Punk? What's that?
Punk? Well, they put safety pins through their noses and things and play electric guitar.
Why on earth do they do that?
I don't know where they do that.
What are you doing with rock groups?
Well, I'm not with them. They're just on next.
Are they?
It's not the idea that they're spitting, it's the diseases it carries. I mean, up north they got tuberculosis and things half the time when they're spitting on you. It's absolutely revolting.
But why should they do that?
Because in 1977 we used to spit a lot of the bands we didn't like very much, and a lot of the kids turned punking last year, the year before, and they think that's the thing to do. Because all the old punks used to do it, so they spit on the bands they like. The more they like you, the more they spit a lot of the time.
If it's at all possible to see the next trend, if you had that insight, what do you think is going to replace punk or romantic?
Nothing will ever replace it for us. It never replaced it for me. I never change into anything else when there were new fashions, because everyone, it's more than a fashion, it's a way of life. There's a lot more, punk depends a lot more on what you believe than all the other little fashions do. It's a lot more than just the music. I don't think it'll ever change for us. Bands like the Studs have been going for 5 years and they're still the same at heart. Why would we change? If we could see another movement, we wouldn't sort of suddenly latch onto it just for the sake of it. There's no point. I mean, you can't suddenly dump one audience and expect to pick up another one.
But I bet you won't be punk in 5 years' time.
But I will. I've been for over, nearly 5 years now. I'm not going to suddenly change, am I? I couldn't think I could change. I can never change at heart.
I mean, the thing is that we are the punk generation, if you like, so even when we're sort of, when we are 25, 26,
We'll still be in
we're still going to have that bit of punk in us. So, we'll still be able to understand. I mean, like a new youth cult probably will come along, not about a revival, but an actual new youth cult.
Yeah.
When the kids that are 16 then, when we're about 25, are going to start their own movement, and it'll be totally different.
Not only that,
We will understand it, but we won't be part of it, because we'll be, this is our generation.
But not only that, we're never going to live in a perfect society or anything. We're always going to be moaning about something. It's always going to be something that affects us and affects fellow, the rest of youth, everybody. So punk's never going to die. Unless suddenly everything becomes perfect and everyone's happy, then we're always going to have something to rebel against, something to moan about, something to want to change.
But what sort of things do you want to change?
Oh, there's loads of things I'd like to change.
Such as?
The boring 9-to-5 life as every kiddie. You're brought up, right, as soon as you're born, you're put into your little classes. You're either male or female, blue for little boys, pink for little girls. You grow up, you're taught certain things. You want to get married and have kids. If you're a bloke, you want to have a nice job. All those boring little things, and you're never allowed to expand or be yourself. I don't want to be put in a little box that they put everyone into with a little label on it. You are a girl, you will get married, all this sort of thing. I don't want to, I'm quite happy as I am. Or you want to think certain ways, you're brought up to see a working class, therefore you vote Labour, things like that. You've got to do certain things, you've got to go out to work, you're a lazy sod if you don't work. Now half the kids who don't work because they can't get jobs. And work ain't that much fun anyway. The way people treat you, they're always trying to push you down, telling you nothing when you're not.
Is there anything political about your music?
In the meaning of the songs mainly are more emotional than political. They're just normal sort of human feelings. They're not, subscribing to any right-wing or left-wing beliefs. They're just what we believe. And we've all got our different beliefs, but it's basically we're just fed up being pushed down all the time.
Yeah, they're political to the extent of politics of living, but they're not organised politics in any way.
Does it worry you, though, that rock music is getting very, very much wrapped up with certain right-wing parties?
I don't know. I mean, if anyone's got any sense, they can see straight through things like that, or the National Front, or that sort of crap. There's no point in, discriminating against them because of their colour. Some blacks are sods, some whites are sods. Not everybody's great, not everyone's bad. You just got to look at it with a really open mind and try not to discriminate against people because they look different from you or something. Obviously, we're not going to be against blacks because we look different, and therefore people against us because we look different, just like they're against blacks because blacks got a different colour of skin. It's stupid. It's what's underneath that counts, not what colour your skin is.
Becky Bondage and the rest of Vice Squad explaining their philosophy of life and punk.